Well, hello, welcome back. I have a cup of paint that I had put all the paint in yesterday and kind of sort of forgot about it. And I had covered it all. I put a cover on it because I didn't want to get it dumped. So it's been covered. So we're going to pour it today. I'm not stirring it. I am going to add my white on top. But we'll see what happens. The only reason I remembered it was because somebody was talking about, do you ever do, one of the Facebook pages said, do you ever let a cup sit? And I laughed because I had done that before. I prepped one and it came time, I think it was time for dinner, so it sat like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Came back and flipped it, and the pour was absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Nice cells. They held together. And I moved on about things. All of a sudden it dawned on me, oh my gosh, I still have one sitting in there from last night. So this has been sitting for maybe right about 24 hours probably. And so we're getting ready to pour. We're going to do it. I'm just going to do a flip cup. I'm going to do it right in the middle. Hope that there's enough paint. If not, we'll just make it a negative space, I guess. Sit there and let it dry. We've had a weather-wise here in Indy today. It's been a little gray, not rain, but just gray looking. Predictions are for Wednesday we should have rain and some wind gusts from Irma, but it's nothing compared to what everybody else has had. So I'm not trying to compare that. I'm just sharing that they're forecasting we will have some be impacted by it. Just like we are with when they come up from the Gulf. So they usually carry up in here pretty far unless a front from Canada is coming down. So, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pull it now. Oh, it really suctioned there. Oh, I like it. I like it, like it, like it. Oh my, I do like it. Now what am I going to do because I like it so well? And I don't necessarily want to, I guess I could do a negative space and just be creative with it. So I'm going to add this is pre-mixed, I make up paint in larger quantities, my white. And that's probably way more paint than I need, but and I'm sure people are, oh, waste paint. I know. Money out the door, paint, waste. But usually if I have leftover, I let it be skins. I am going to go let it, I don't know. I think I'm just going to, where did that paint, oh, on the outside. I thought, oh, where did that blue paint get in mine? That one we're just going to scrape off there. I'm just going to, oh man, stupid me. There we go. Don't mind it coming out, but not quite yet. Not done with this method. This is good. This is one of those oops methods. Let's experiment a little. And this is a canvas I repoured over. It was another one of the, no, this one wasn't the house paint. This was one that I had tried to do something in it. It went terribly south. I mean, terribly south. Did not look good. Tried saving it, didn't happen, so I let it dry and because it had, when it dried, it definitely had not dried the way I'd hoped. It might continue to develop, so it was one of those situations where I gave it a chance. So I just painted over the surface with white paint. It's not gessoed, it's just his white paint. I don't know, I don't use a lot of gesso on my, I don't gesso many things ahead of time. Not that, maybe I should, I don't know. I just haven't found it necessary, but it might solve some problems, I'm not sure yet. But I guess I need to find out, you know, how long you gotta let it dry, etc., etc. Because my problem is when I'm ready to paint, I want to paint. That's why I have fun when things are needing to be sealed. It takes me a little bit at a time because I want to create. I want to see something new. I usually do it. Pardon me. Mass sealing process. It's kind of what I did some this weekend. I add just a tad paint here because it's kind of, there we go. And this paint, white paint, is Artist Loft acrylic. Yeah, just put my finger in the blob of paint here. Might as well do it. That's what I do. So let's just get him dirty. I do use gloves sometimes, but tonight's not one of them. Okay. Somebody else had asked how long you can work it. What is in my pocket? I usually can manipulate my painting, you know, at least roughly 30 minutes. Let me see what this does by pulling it this way. And then I'm going to bring it back down. I'm trying not to stretch my cells too much, and I'm going to lose those ones up there, I think. This paint had Treadmill silicone in it. And let's bring it back to the center just a little now. Ah, that worked pretty well. That's a new thing for me to do. Like I said, this is not my normal method for doing negative space. But I really like this one. Oh boy, do I like this one. Oops. Nothing major. One thing I'm surprised, because I did pour this earlier and it left it to sit. I do not have, surprisingly, a lot of muddy colors. The yellow really didn't blend. I've got some green from the yellow, but the colors in this are Liquitex, ultramarine blue, cadmium yellow, and cerulean blue. And then I used metallic cobalt from Artist Loft and the white from Artist Loft. Oh, this is cool. Man, I'm sitting here staring at it, watching, so excited. Kind of. I may be doing some, the last one I did, where I let it sit, was awesome. The cells were fantastic. So, drum roll, brrr, I may try that some more. I just thought the other one maybe was just by chance. Now I'm going to play. I always have to play. That's the fun for me. Although there's not, well, yeah, there is some things here. I love this. This is already sort of wispified itself. That is one thing, and I don't know if it's this white or what I'm mixing. I've noticed that here and here, things, I get a little more blending or running or fading in. I'm not sure what you want to call it. Bleeding in. And I really like it like this. And that's a natural wisp that came with the paint pour. But we're going to add some more here, because I like those very much. And since these are coming this way, I'll bring them some more of them out this way, like right here. And oh, something's on the TV behind us. Oh well, just ignore it, please. I think it's the Green Miles what's on. Nothing, nobody's getting killed at my house. That's just the TV. Now this one, because it's coming this way, we're going to pull the vein out this way. I may actually, because this yellow is so faint, like that. I love the yellow, but like I said, it didn't want to drag very much out of there. Now, for the people that we're talking about how long I can manipulate, how long you can manipulate, you're going to see as you watch on my painting here that along the edge it may start to dry. And those are usually the first places that I find start to dry up on me, are the right along where the corners and the edges. Partly I think it's because paint gets pulled down, the gravity continues pulling it. Oh wow, I've got some runoff here that looks like a rose. That's gorgeous. Shiny. pretty runoff is like a shiny to me. Okay, let's see. Let's pull. I'm going to stick a little yellow again. There's barely any paint here, but out here like this. And this cup, if it would stay on the sides, I'll have a nice skin off the sides, but otherwise I'm going to have some really cool stuff in the bottom. Where was it? Oh, I was going to pull down from here. And because this was a little more intense in color, we're going to fade it out a little like that. Need a little more, just a tad something over here. Maybe. Let's try it this way. Let's just tip a little. I don't want to go too far. That's better. I like that. And my paintings usually have texture when they dry, which does not bother me. I'm not a person that minds paint being textured, level, bubble, bumped up, whatever. Yes, I know that's a good sign that I may have used too much paint, but or there was too much paint on the surface. Don't dump. And I'll pull that out a little further again. Here we go. Not sure I like that one. Keep going back and playing with it. So we're going to just kind of blend it in and take it off a little bit more. Add a little more paint back over there, just a tad. And drain it off this way, and then I will draw paint back through that. Because it was too straight. That's what I did not like about it. It was too straight. And I knocked something else off. It's a night of knocking things off, I see. Okay. Now let's pull it this way. There we go. That's better. I don't like them coming straight out of things very well. And it will not bother me to have that color if it pops back up underneath there. That doesn't bother me because it just, for all they know, it's a vein that ran underneath the paint, which it did because I did make a bit of boo-boo. But so that's a quick pour. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. We have our answers. Definitely we get large cells. I am going to torch it one more time. Just to make sure, because sometimes it'll pull, yeah, it's going to save my, I think my, I don't know where it is, the refill. It's running low. Yeah, it's okay. Bringing up some smaller cells. I'm also going to run it over the white just to make sure I don't have many air bubbles. The paint's been sitting a day or so, so it shouldn't be, but there we go. I like those little ones. That right in here that came up. I don't mind the little tiny air bubbly look, and I like this. It's you see paint color underneath. That's kind of cool. Reminds me of a seed pod. There, I can't think what kind of seed it is for what plant, but I'm going to take it down so you can see this up close, and be back in a few moments so you can see that. Okay, I'm back. I'm trying this at a different direction this time. See if I can reduce the glare of the light. There's it is from the top, and we're going to bring it down. But the first thing I want to show you is right here. Right there. Reminds me of a rose. I thought it was kind of cool. Gonna let that dry and be a skin. Oops, yeah, I can't do it that way. I'm using one light today. Seeing if I can reduce the glare for you. There you go. Oh my gosh, that one's perfectly round there. That's cool. Somebody's coming and going. I got another owl-like face. Oh my goodness. Right there. Kind of reminds me of an owl, the big eyes. And here we go, the last section. I think in this there you can see the wispy or the pet, you know, how it sort of becomes faded in and along the edge up there. Let's see if I can find it without making right along there. I love always how that bleeds, just bleeds in there. Well, I want to say thank you again for watching my video. If you liked it, I'd appreciate a like, a thumbs up, and have any comments, suggestions, questions, feel free to make them in the post or in the comment section. And if you want to see more of my videos and my experiments, my craziness, feel free to subscribe. Thank you, and have a great evening.